Good morning. Welcome to my house, trying to social distance and stay at home as much as possible. So we are coming to you from Paris Mountain. I want to show you one of my very favorite projects that we've done at the studio. It's a very simple project that anybody can do, and the end product is something really spectacular in my opinion. A couple years ago, we did a screen printing project with the kids, and that turned into a monoprint project later on. And what a monoprint is where you take some ink or paint, put it on a surface, and then you put a paper or fabric on it, and you get one print. So a monoprint, mono meaning one, you only get one print out of it. Usually when you print, you can make as many as you like. So monoprint is a one-time deal. This is one of the pieces that we made a couple years ago at camp. Every child on a piece of plexiglass, they drew a fun animal that they drew for their big project, their screen printing project, and then they monoprinted it on this fabric. And it just turned into a really cool pop art piece. This is one that my son decided to snatch from the studio, and he's hung it in his dorm room for the last couple years, and now it's in his room after he's graduated. And also a good friend of mine, Kate Combs. Hey Kate. She made this wonderful bag out of some of the fabric that we printed. So there's a lot that you can do with this project. So to get you guys started, what you need is a picture. And I thought for this project, we'd focus on your pet portraits, your pets. I have 3 dogs. Ranger, right here. He's a fun dog. And then I have Sonny, this little scruffy guy right here. And then we have Harper right here. So those are my 3 dogs. I printed them on just regular printer paper. I printed them in color for the purpose of this video, but you do not. You can just print them in black and white, save your color ink. You don't need to waste it on this project because these are just going to be thrown away at the end probably. The first time I did this, I used a smaller photograph. And the images were a little bit too small, and I'll explain to you why I think they're too small as I'm going through the process. So try to get your portraits large. For this one, this was the sample that I did. What you're gonna do, I went online and I found some animals. So if you don't have any pets, you can go online and find your favorite animals. Here's a chimpanzee that I found, and here is a cute little golden retriever that I found. And I used those to make this. Okay, so it turned out pretty well. So let's get started so that you can see the whole process. So you're gonna take a piece of plexiglass, and if you don't have plexiglass, you can just take out a piece of glass from a picture frame and use that. It will wipe clean, and you can put it back in the picture frame. So you're gonna take a piece of plexiglass and you're gonna take your picture. Okay, so I'm going to take Ranger right here. I'm going to put the plexiglass right on top. Okay, then you're going to need a bottle, and the smaller the opening in your bottle, the better this will turn out. If it's too wide, you're going to get a really wide line of paint, and it will smush and probably run into another line. So it doesn't work quite as well when you have a really wide opening. So you're going to need this, and all you're going to do is with your child, if you're doing it with your child or if you're doing it by yourself, you want to look at your picture, and you want to find the shapes that you see first. So here I'm looking at the shape of his face right here. I see this kind of egg shape. Then I see the tongue shape right here. I see the shape of the ears right here, and I'm just kind of following the lines that I see. And then inside, you kind of see this line right here where the mouth comes up into the face, and then you see the nose area with the nostrils, and then the eyes. So look for the shapes that you see. Talk with your children. Maybe, this looks like a circle. The ears will look like a triangle. So if you're talking, with your 5 or 6-year-old, have them look for shapes that they see. Okay, and then you're going to simply outline the shape. And there's Ranger. Look at Ranger right there, wanting to be a part of it. you're going to outline the shapes with your squeeze bottle and squeeze it very lightly. So I'm going to first outline this shape that I saw right here, the shape of the face. All right, and then I'm going to do the tongue, and then the lines in the tongue, and then I'm going to come over here and do the ears, and then this ear, and just kind of just looking for the shapes, not really trying to make it look realistic. Here's his nose, and then you got the nostrils right there, and then I'm going to do his eyes. Looks good. What do you think about that, James? Do you see anything? I'm looking at it upside down. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, it looks fine.
All right. All right, so once you've got it outlined, you're going to take the plexiglass. You're going to take a piece of paper. You're going to turn it, and you're going to kind of, since you can see through the glass, this is great because you can place it perfectly the way you want it. You're not guessing. So I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to press, and you can kind of see how those lines start to expand. That is why you want the opening to be as thin as possible. Okay, and it looks like this line I didn't get so well. Okay, and then you're going to lift it up. And there is a print arranger. All right, so I'm going to put this away. And then I'm going to do Harper. I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to get another piece of plexiglass. And I'm going to do this beautiful girl right here. Okay, so again, I'm going to look for the shapes that I see. So I'm going to do the outline of her head real quick. And I can't see. I'm going to actually start over. Let me do it this way, so I can see those good details right there. All right, I'm going to outline face here. And do her ears. And then I'm going to come over here and do her eyes. And then over here, I'm going to kind of do her nose, and then she's got her tongue right here. And then I am going to add her neck. And then that's about it, I think. All right, and then I'm going to get the paper back over here. And then I think I'm going to just go right here. And it can overlap a little bit onto Ranger. I like that. And then kind of press down lightly. You don't want to squish those lines too much. So they will go. All right, and then lift it up. And there is Harper. Okay, all right, so if you can see, these weren't so bad. It's just that the lines it was so small that the lines were going to bleed into each other, but you can do it small if you like. But listen, it's not going to be perfect the first time. You're going to need to practice a little bit. Art does not take 20 minutes to do in a setting. You need to kind of work at it. Printmaking is actually really hard. Practice it. Like I could practice this a few more times to get it even better and better. And don't be disheartened if it doesn't work the first 2 or 3 times. Just practice with it. This is a good lesson for your children because they need to know that it's not going to be perfect the first time. We have to work at everything to do better. If you're going to be on an NBA basketball team, you've got to practice your tail off, right? If you're going to be, in the Philharmonic, you're going to have to practice your instrument. a lot. So this is all, art is the same way. So just let them do it, let them make mistakes, let you make mistakes, and just keep practicing and practicing. Then, once you have it the way you like it, then you can add some color and then make it really pop out. So I'm going to come over here and just kind of look at some little bits where I can add just a little bit of color to make it really fun. So I'm just going to do his ears there, and then I'm going to do maybe Sony's eyes over here. I might do some green. And then maybe Ranger. Let's see. Ranger, I'm gonna make his nose red, his nostrils red, and his eyes red. No, this is Hopper. And maybe I'll do his ear, her ear red. All right, so there you go. This is a really fun, really easy project. You do not have to use photographs. If you want to draw the pictures yourself, that is perfectly awesome. In fact, like this fish, I didn't use a picture, I just drew the fish. With all of these, the kids didn't use pictures, they just came up with their own design too. So there's a lot of fun to be had with this project. So hopefully you'll do this and send us pictures. Let us know how it worked out for you, and y'all stay safe and healthy. Stay home. I guess now wear a mask. Ciao.